I've been traveling a lot more lately for work and for fun, so I thought I'd show you what skincare and hair care products I like to bring with me. If you're new here, welcome, and otherwise welcome back. I'm Dr. Sam Ellis, and I'm a board-certified medical and cosmetic dermatologist in Northern California. I'm here to help you understand your skin and hair and find products that work for you. So if that sounds good, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This video was made in partnership with LILYSILK, and I'm going to show you a couple of their products that I love to use when I travel. Travel skincare and hair care, of course, it's going to vary a little bit based on where I'm traveling and how long I'm going to be gone for and what events there might be while I'm traveling. But I'd like to have some things that are just like always with me, pre-packed and ready to go, so I don't really have to think about it. I feel like packing just drains me. I hate packing. So as much as I can have things sort of pre-packaged and ready to go, the better. So I keep pretty much all of my hair care and skincare in this little guy, and I don't take it out of here. Like, this just stays packed, and I have kind of bought duplicates of other things in my hair care or skincare routine that I want to use on a regular basis, but this is always ready to go. I should also say, I recognize that this is not necessarily little, but it is comprehensive. And I feel like one of the reasons I despise packing is because there's always this little bit of anxiety going on in the back of my mind, like, am I forgetting something? So by packing this up one time long ago and being very thoughtful about it, I feel confident that I have everything that I need so that every single time I'm going on a trip, I don't have to think about it all over again. I'll also talk a little bit more about this bag later. I got it off of Amazon for maybe 20 bucks, but as I go through the products in here, you'll see more of it. There are actually only a couple things that I don't keep in that accessory kit, and we can start there. The first thing that I don't keep in there is my LILYSILK pillowcase. I actually had to just go grab it out of my suitcase, but looks like this. I actually just unpacked it for you because I'm going to show you. The cool thing about the LILYSILK pillowcase is that it kind of balls up into this nice little travel package. So it is super, super sleek and streamlined. I would say traveling with a silk pillowcase is probably the bougiest thing that I do in my skincare / hair care routine, but I have done it for over half a decade, if not longer, because I feel like sleeping on silk is something that I love doing. I do it at home every single night, and it's just something I can bring with me when I travel that not only is like bringing a little bit of home, but also kind of ensures that I'm gonna have some consistency with my skincare and my hair care routine. First of all, the LILYSILK quality is excellent. It is so buttery soft, and it doesn't have colorants or dyes, so it's great if you have sensitive skin. Other features that I love about this pillowcase are it has a zipper. Now that might seem like a trivial feature, but it's not. If you are sleeping on silk, it's got a little bit of slip to it, and you don't want this sliding off your pillow in the middle of the night. The other thing that makes this awesome is it has this little pocket on the inside, and this entire pillowcase can fit in this little pocket. And that's what makes it so supremely excellent for travel. Like, look how quick this is to pack up. So I've got it ready, and you just, it's like, I don't know, stuffing a sleeping bag. I feel like a magician. That's it. I mean, I love this. This is what it looks like on my pillow. Ta-da! But, oh, it's so soft. And a lot of people might wonder, like, well, why are you prioritizing sleeping on silk? Like, is silk actually that beneficial? But I really do feel like it is for both my skin and my hair. So first of all, silk can be very, very tightly woven. So it's not super absorbent. And that's great for both skin and hair care, because when I'm sleeping on my silk pillowcase, I don't have to worry that all of the goodies that I've put on my face to kind of soak in overnight are instead going to be soaking into my pillowcase. And same goes for hair. I usually apply a hair oil before I go to bed. And again, I want that in my hair, not in my linens. Compared to a cotton or cotton blend pillowcase, silk is also really nice and slippery. There's not a lot of friction between your silk pillowcase and your skin or your hair. And that kind of serves multiple purposes. One, I feel like it makes me less prone to getting these like sleep creases because this doesn't like ball up under my skin and make this lovely imprint on my face. But it also doesn't make my hair frizz up overnight. And that is huge because when I travel, I want to maximize the amount of sleep I'm going to get. And a lot of times I have events really early in the morning and I don't want to get up early to do my hair. So sleeping on something like silk really helps cut down on the frizz and just makes my hair a lot more predictable for when I wake up. Speaking of your hair being predictable when you wake up, I also like to sleep with my hair in a silk scrunchie. So the LILYSILK scrunchies are excellent. They come in multiple sizes, but this is probably my most used size. I will either put my hair in like a very low, loose braid and just sort of use the silk on the end there because it doesn't create a tight crease, or I will gather all of my hair in sort of a loose pony, right on top of my head with this silk scrunchie because it doesn't create a big crease in my hair, and that's how I get a lot of volume without frizz in my hair when I wake up. So I typically will just take my LILYSILK silk scrunchies and tuck it into my travel pillowcase because there's a little extra room in there. Zip it up, and then this stays in my carry-on luggage, so I always have my sleep situation ready to go. LILYSILK kindly gave me a code, DrSam12, which gets you 12% off everything on the LILYSILK website. So if you've been thinking about upping your travel skincare or hair care game, totally recommend. I also think this would make an excellent gift. Okay, let me show you the rest of my skincare and hair care. This unzips, and then everything, whoa, is sectioned in here. So I gotta scooch back to show you. So it's got this nice little hanger, it all hangs up, and then everything is compartmentalized. So this is like teeth and contact stuff. We've got hair care here, skincare, and then down here is like my hair accessories, so I'll show you that. And I keep them in a separate bag because sometimes I just wanna grab this and go, but let me show you what I keep inside here. In this little guy, I have a claw clip. So this is great if I just wanna pull my hair back and do something, or if I'm curling my hair or straightening my hair and I need to section off my hair pieces, I like using like a big chunky claw clip. I also have my Elastic U little hair elastics. So if I'm doing an updo or a slightly fancier style, like if I'm at a wedding or whatever, I really like to take my hair back with these like tiny little elastics because they're invisible. And then I have a ton of bobby pins in here that they're just kind of like loosely in here. Other things I keep in this bag are these little like lay flat hair clips because I've got all the cowlicks and baby hairs growing in. And so when I do my hair, I like to keep these to kind of keep things nice and flat. And then I have bigger duckbill clips. So if I'm doing like big loose curls and I kind of want to do like a pin curl and hold things up and back, I've got something to do that with. But those are all my hair accessories. They fit in here. Now we can move on to what I bring for hair care. Earlier I mentioned that I keep pretty much everything in that bag except a couple of things, my silk pillowcase, and then a fast absorbing hair towel. So this one is by Aquis. Super great for just getting the moisture out of your hair. I feel like I'm always rushing when I'm traveling. So anything that's going to speed up my get ready process, I want to do. I either bring this one or my bigger one from Crown Affair. I find the Crown Affair one is definitely more absorbent, but I use this more at home because you can see how much bulkier this one is, but both are excellent. And then the remainder of my hair care is in this section here. I used to not pack that much for hair care, but then I felt like every time I was going somewhere, I was asking other people to borrow things. And I'm in my mid 30s now. I'm a big girl. Like I should be able to bring all my own hair care. I've got my vented wet brush here. I love this one for travel because it's so light, and you can also use it on wet or dry hair. Now, it's not ideal to use on wet hair. You never want to really brush wet hair, but I feel like if you're going to, using a wet brush is where you want to be with that. That reminds me, I don't have a good travel blow dryer. I always use the one in the hotel, which basically I feel like is heat, just frying my hair. So if you have a travel blow dryer that you love, please put it in the comments. I need one. Also in here, I have my Virtue Mini shampoo and conditioner. I work a lot with Virtue. I think they make excellent products. I feel like when I was a little younger, I would rely on the hotel shampoo and conditioner, but like no more. I want something that I know is going to work with my hair. I also have a mini version of the Virtue Healing Oil. This is like my all-time favorite hair oil. It is so lightweight, and this tiny version is perfect for travel. I do not love washing my hair when I travel. If I can get away with not doing it, I absolutely will. So between a little bit of hair oil on the ends and some dry shampoo at the roots, which I'll get to in a second, I'm usually good to go. For my dry shampoo, I have the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. I'm pretty sure I told you guys to pick this up during the Sephora sale last year because it's kind of pricey for a mini version, but when I'm traveling, I want reliable products, and this stuff it's so good. It's what I have in my hair right now, and I haven't washed my hair this is day 5. Please don't judge me, but this is great. I also pack with me the Living Proof Full Dry Volume and Texture Spray. I'm not a big texture spray girl for when my hair is down. I really want it to be very soft and touchable, but when I'm doing an updo, I really like this to give a lot more zhuzh to the hair before I pin it back, and then I'll go in with hairspray. And then for my hairspray, I use the Oribe Superfine Hairspray, One, the smell's amazing, especially as far as hairsprays go, but I also really like this because it doesn't give that cement hold on your hair. It sort of has that movable hairspray quality to it. So it really matches up with sort of the hair aesthetic that I'm typically going for. So that's it for the hair care. It was kind of an investment up front. These are certainly not the cheapest products that exist in each of their respective categories, but I really like how they perform on my hair. And when I travel, I want that predictability. I don't want to spend a lot of time worrying about my hair or doing my hair. So having things that just optimize that for me, it's worth it. Let's move on to skincare. So most of my skincare is down here, but I do keep a couple of lip products up with my travel toothbrush and my floss and my toothpaste and contact stuff. So one is my O'Keeffe's Lip Repair. This is my favorite SPF lip product. It's SPF 35. I have one of these in like literally every bag. And then I also keep my CeraVe healing ointment. So this is a nice cute jar that derms get as samples in their clinic. And I just refill it from the big CeraVe healing ointment tube. I like this because it's sort of a utilitarian balm. I can use it on my lips. I can use it on my cuticles. I can mix it in with lotion if I want something richer. So this is always with me, or some type of healing ointment is like a must in my travel skincare. And then here's the rest. It isn't pretty, so I'm just gonna put this down and kind of take you through everything that's in here. So first up in here are my DIY makeup wipes. These are just cotton rounds soaked in my Bioderma micellar water. Not the most environmentally friendly, but I pack these up basically for every trip. I essentially grab 2 cotton rounds for every face makeup situation that I feel like I'm going to have to take off. And I use these for my first cleanse. A lot of people ask, okay, if you're putting your micellar water in alternative packaging, do you have to worry about the preservative system? Is that going to get gross? No. I mean, the preservatives and the preservative systems in cosmetics are not meant to break down over the course of 2 or 3 days of travel or changing what packaging they're in for a few days. It's not something I'm worried about. And then for my second cleanse, I have the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. I don't know if CeraVe actually sells these small bottles. Again, these are what we get as dermatologists for samples. If you're ever at your dermatologist office, just say, hey, do you have any samples I could use for travel? I will happily give these to you. But essentially when I'm traveling, I'm just looking for a gentle cleanser. You know, your skin goes through a lot with travel between the stress and if you're on an airplane, the really dry air. And then if you're changing climates, that all can kind of mess with your skin. So the more gentle your skincare can be, in my opinion, the better. So this is like a great one for that. The staple antioxidant in my travel skincare is my Skin Better Science Alto Advanced Defense and Repair Serum. And it's this cute little travel size guy. This is more than a vitamin C. It has so many other excellent antioxidants in here, but the other reason I choose it for travel is because it's very stable. So it doesn't use the traditional L-ascorbic acid. It uses THD ascorbate, which is a more stable form of vitamin C. And I feel like this withstands travel so much better. It can be opened and closed. It can be left in my skincare for months at a time, and I don't have to worry that it's going to completely break down or become ineffective. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. Sunscreen, always. This is my Purito Daily Soft Touch Sunscreen. So I love the counterpart to this, which is the Purito Daily Go-To Sunscreen, but it's a much richer, kind of oilier formula that gives more of a dewy finish. Super moisturizing, but it's not going to be for everyone. And I feel like this is more of a universal texture. So it gives a more skin-like or even a matte finish, I feel like, on some skin. And so that is kind of what I reach to in terms of sunscreen, because I feel like it's more applicable to a wider range of climates. And then if I need something more moisturizing or hydrating, I can just put a layer of moisturizer on underneath it. In terms of moisturizers, I kind of pack 2. So one is, gosh, tale as old as time, the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Ultra. This is like my go-to travel moisturizer. Rich, so gentle if you have sensitive skin or if my skin is feeling sensitive. I just know this is always going to perform for me. I have not taken this out of my skincare kit in years. And then I also pack the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm. So this is thicker. I wouldn't typically use this on my face unless it was feeling really dry or chapped. So good for if I went skiing or went up to the snow or was hiking in a lot of wind. I know that sounds random, but I love to hike. But this is also great as a hand cream, and I sort of let it double for that. Just a couple more things in my skincare. One is my retinoid. So I do travel with a retinoid, but not my prescription tretinoin, which is what I use on a pretty regular basis. I instead travel with a retinol, and in this case, it's the SkinCeuticals retinol. This is 1.0, so this is their strongest retinol. And the reason for that is I don't want my skin freaking out while I'm on vacation. And even though I have used my tretinoin regularly for years, sometimes sporadically I will have peeling or flaking from it. And I cannot be having that when I'm traveling, because oftentimes that's when I'm seeing people I haven't seen in a while. I'm doing events, whatever it may be. Like, I want something that I know is not going to cause problems with my skin. So that's when I go in with the SkinCeuticals retinol. I don't know if I've ever talked about this retinol on my channel, but it is so, so good. It never causes problems for me. I never flake or peel from it. Again, that's because I use tretinoin on a more regular basis. So this is still very, very potent, but this is what lives in my travel bag. And then my final skincare item that I travel with are my Dr. Dennis Gross, I keep a couple in there, the Universal Daily Peel Pads. Now, I save these for my final day of travel because usually my skin just feels like very congested when I'm done traveling, often because if I'm going to a sunny place, I've been putting on tons and tons of sunscreen, or if I'm traveling for an event, I'm usually wearing a lot more makeup than I'm used to. So on the last night of travel or on my way home, I like to go in with an exfoliating peel pad just to like prep my skin and get it ready to recover. I would not use this on the first day of vacation or something like that because I don't want to risk it causing my skin to be more sensitive or red or irritated, but at the end, it's a go-to. And that's basically all the skincare and hair care products that I pack when I travel. I will definitely link this bag in the description box below, as well as all the products that I used. Also realizing I didn't go over any of the makeup that I pack when I travel. So if you would like a video on my travel makeup, definitely let me know. I would love to know your hair care and skincare travel essentials. So put them in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Maybe share it with a friend or two, and I'll catch you next time.